back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to adjust the valves on your Raptor 250. Here are some tools you're going to want to use during this process. So first off, starting is a big flathead screwdriver, a little flathead screwdriver, a pair of channel locks, a 24mm socket, a ratchet that fits the socket, a 14 and a 10mm socket, a ratchet that fits those, a set of feeler gauges, and a 10mm valve adjustment tool. To start, we are going to have to remove the seat, the gas tank, all of the front fascia, which includes the front plastic and the front nose piece, and that's how we're going to get to the motor. So now I'm going to begin the slight teardown process. So I'm going to remove the seat, and then inside of here you have a 10mm bolt, and I'm using an impact, but you can use a normal wrench. And then right here are two tabs that you're going to want to use the medium-sized screwdriver to pop off. You get in the little groove and then you pull up on it. Since we're popping the tabs off, I'm going to go ahead and get these two right here. So I'm going to turn the bars so I can get to this one easier. I'll get my screwdriver, the groove, pop it up, take it out. Then I'm going to repeat the process over here, turn the bars, and then walk over here. So now I'm going to remove the front cover. So be careful that you don't pop anything off, and always remember to remove your neutral light. So there's going to be 4 more little rivets that you have to get out right here, right here, right there, and right there, and then 2 10mm. So here's a trick for how I get the key switches out. You just want to take the key off, and then I use my channel X right here. I make them wide, and you just put it on right there, and you want to give it just like a quarter turn. One tool I forgot to include is a size 4 Allen key. I just have it on impact just to get these little bolts right here out. So I'm going to do that now. And you can use a socket, but it's easier with a 10mm wrench. Now everything's loose. Now it's time to take off the body panels. So over here, you just want to pull this out, the little tube right there, and then everything just kind of pops up. Again, make sure you don't break the tabs on anything, and everything will usually just kind of wiggle apart. Always make sure to take your gas cap off. Make sure to move these out of the way. So I just got the plastics off. Now I'm gonna remove the gas tank. I already took this little clip off right here, but now I'm gonna disconnect the hose from the carburetor. And make sure your gas is off as well. There's 2 10mm bolts right here. And then now what you want to do is be careful. You want to slide this back and carefully lift it up. So I just got the gas tank off. Now what we have to do is we have to take off the 2 caps. We have to take off the inspection covers. We have to remove the spark plug so we can get it to top dead center. So now all we have to do is get the motor to top dead center. So how we're going to do this without the tool when we're feeling for our compression stroke is up here where your spark plug is. We're going to rotate it till we feel air coming out, and it makes a little like pss, pss sound. So we're going to wait for that, and then down here you can see where we line up to top dead center. And what this is going to do is open and close our valves for us. So the motor's at top dead center on compression stroke. Now I'm going to refer to the manual. So it says here that you want the motor to be cold. And then down here it says anywhere from 0.05 to 0.1 millimeters, or you can use thousandths of an inch, but our feeler gauge only does millimeters. As you can see here, intake and exhaust are going to be two different readings, so make sure that you're doing the right one. So I just saved you guys the hassle of watching us adjust this valve. We found out that it was a little loose, so we had to tighten it, and this is the setup that we have going on. So on your valve adjustment tool, you see there's a little indent for the square. That square is actually right there, and then on the outside fits a 10 millimeter, and that is that bolt right there. So this bike was raced all of last year, and the valves were out of spec. So we found out that the intake valve was a little loose and the exhaust valve was a little tight. So we adjusted them accordingly, and then we double check them. So make sure to double check every time. So now we're ready to put everything back together. So we're gonna start with this. We're gonna start over here with the gas tank and just put everything back on. So we got the valves fully adjusted and the bike put back together. I want to thank you guys for watching the video, and I want to thank you guys for 100 subscribers. I just reached that today, and I'm really grateful. And that right there behind me is my complete 2021 race bike. So that's another Raptor 250. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, then you know that I've been building this thing. And if you have seen my Instagram, then I did a full build series on there. So stay tuned. I'm going to do a whole walk around of it, show you every part on it. I figured a good way to end the video would to be doing a comparison to see which one of my bikes is louder. So over here we have a Two Brothers slip-on, and then over here is a CT Racing